flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire, once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day. Welcome everybody to the Red Light Scrambler series here on TRN, the Trackside Racing Network. I am your host, as always, with you in the with you in the booth. I am Adam Chapman, founder and owner of TRN, formerly known as Center Force TV. As I mentioned, we're here at Watkins, Glen. Should be a very fun race. We got 45 laps around this fun 2 miles and a half track, and I promise I'll get stuff set up here in a minute. Should be a fun race, as I mentioned. A lot of drivers here coming into tonight. 24 so far are scheduled to make the start. Mentioned just a second ago, coming into tonight, we got, how many drivers are left in chase? 3, I believe. I think this is week 4 now. Actually, it's maybe week 5. This is week number 5. I apologize. And for people that don't know, the Scrambler Series is of course, it's a racing series, scheduled off all 3 NASCAR cars or trucks that these guys run every weekend. We started off July 10th back at Daytona in the B-Class car, went to the Cup car, back to the truck at Las Vegas. And last week, July 31st, we was back again in the Cup car at Dover. This week, we're in the trucks at Watkins, Glen. Next week, on August 14th, we'll be back at Kansas in the B car. Can't wait for that. It should be fun. And then, coming into tonight, 4 drivers currently locked into the chase. Keith Haney, James Heater, DJ Anderson, and Tim Blum, who won last week at Dover. Very good race last week at Dover, by the way. Tonight's race should be very exciting. Right now, Joe Pritchett on top of the leaderboard here in practice. Very close between him and James Skelton. James don't have a win yet, coming in currently in 5th. Joe Pritchett currently back in 7th in points. Only 3 points off each other between them two. And between them, Eric Johnson caught right in the middle in 6th place. 8th place right now is Jason Walls. Is it Jason? Sorry, sometimes the gets a little messed up. Jason, or is it Jack Walls? I think it's Jack Walls. It is Jack Walls, I do believe, and he is not here. Max Terriot is in 9th, and Joshua Buckley currently in 10th place. You all can check out this league in the description if you click on the description in YouTube, and you can go here and you can see all kinds of stuff you can apply for the league. Still got not very many races. This right here is halfway through the regular season. This race kicks off the second half of the regular season. There's only 4 races for this second half. Only 8 races altogether before the start of the chase. And chase starts in September 4th at Michigan in the B-Class cars. So you still got time to come in here and race this. At least you can get in here and race these guys. It's very fun, very clean league. You don't expect very many wrecks. We don't have very many every time we come to these races. Just to give you an idea, last week at Dover, it was a 98-lap race. The race only took 38 minutes, actually, which is very short. But we only had 1 caution, 7 lead changes. So, with Tim Blum leading 70 of them laps. So, yeah, I mean, that goes to show you that these races are very clean. The week before we was at Las Vegas. We did have 4 cautions for that race, but not bad for a 90-lap race at all. Back on July 17th, 4 cautions as well. At Daytona, we had 7 cautions, which was our most for the season. So, yeah, it should be a very fun race here tonight. 32 seconds left, or 30 seconds left until qualifying gets underway. Give me your thoughts. Who gets the win? I'm going to go with Joe Pritchett to pick up the win. It's going to be tough between him and James, though. I think James has a good chance. Jason Wells has a really good chance. But I'm going to go ahead and go with Joe Pritchett to pick up the win here tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. I mean, there's a lot of fast drivers in here. Times are very close. If I'm not mistaken, this is open qualifying, I believe 10 minutes. So we'll be able to get plenty of stuff to talk about. Have a couple driver interviews as well here during qualifying, like we always do. Practice coming to an end now, and qualifying is officially underway here at Watkins Glen for the Glen 110. Look at all the trucks pulling out. That is absolutely insane. All these guys coming out early. Speaking of our fastest in qualifying, here he is. Joe Burchett driving the number 926 Swamp Dust Toyota. Oh, this is going to be great. He's pulling out right behind James Skelton in the number 86. Gets ready to work into the boot. I'm sorry, not the boot, the bus stop. Or the inner loop, whichever one you want to call it, whichever you prefer. They do not actually count that as a turn. This is actually a 7-turn road course. Some count it as 8. You can actually count it up to about 10, I believe. Through the carousel. Down through the straight, which is the Cup Straight, by the way. Into turn number 7. And now, finally, turn number 8, as green flag will be out this time for James Skelton, Joe Burchett. You also see that Monster Energy Toyota right behind him. I believe that is Cameron Hearn, I believe. Nope, I lied. I thought it's the 99, I apologize. Who is the 99? Oh, Joshua Butler, that's right. So we'll watch a Joe Burchett right now out of Virginia. Going back through the inner loop here at the Glen. Oh, he gets a little loose. He's going to spin in the carousel. Going to have to reset and go green. We'll jump back to James Skelton, who's about to complete his lap. He just exited the carousel. Down into turn number 7. Another very good passing zone right here. So we'll see a lot of passes there tonight, or should see a lot of passes there tonight. Show you a pretty cool shot here in just a second once he goes down turn 1, depending on how much brake he's using. But Skelton going to cross the line. And it looks like he's actually going to be done with his lap for now. 111.834. Kyle Souza out on track. There we go. We'll watch Bruce Potter as he gets ready to complete his first lap. I believe it's his first lap anyway. I'm going to try to get a good shot of that left or right front tire as he goes down into turn 1. Should be able to see it glowing red depending if he's using a lot of brake or not. $114.736. I see it glowing red just for a second. He didn't use a lot. Trent Potter, the number 17. Toyota. Dropping a Valvoline paint scheme tonight. There you go. He's using a little bit of brake there. You see that? Not a ton, but currently 5th now on the board. A couple guys haven't put down a lap yet. Eric Johnson being one of them. He works up through the S's down to the inner loop. We'll jump back a little bit. I think Joe Burchett is on a fast lap, so we'll go to him once again. He was fastest in practice. And the I rating and the license that you all see is their I rating and license for road. Joe Burchett will start his green flag lap. I actually thought that was his green flag already. So we'll go back to Eric Johnson, driver number 33 car. Let's see, who's in team speed? Trying to see if Tim Blum was in here. Don't think he is. He is not. Eric Johnson currently 7th on the board. Jack Walls, he didn't make it in here after all. Back to Joe Burchett, and the reason why I'm showing him a lot, guys, is because he was fastest in practice, and we're anxious to see what kind of lap he can do. She goes into turn number 8. Cross the start-finish line. Joe Burchett will jump up to the 7th spot with a 1:11.608. Sure, he's looking for a little bit more. Joshua Butler, the driver of the number 99 AC Delco Chevrolet. Here he comes crossing the start-finish line and start his green flag lap. Kevin O'Brien working up through the S's. One interesting thing about the S's is you can see it right there, the elevation change. If there's a wreck on top of them, it could be very bad and will end your day quickly because you cannot see coming up over that hill. Brian Phillips currently 20th right now. He's going to get off track, I think, so this lap should not count. DJ Anderson currently on top of the board with James Skelton in 2nd. Joshua Buckley out on track as well. I think he's actually about to start his green flag lap right now. He's on his out lap, I do believe. We'll be watching him right now in 9th. Here's back in 10th, Jason Wells. And the number 64 truck. Josh Lambert is on 1/100,000th of a second off of Jason Wells' time. So he's looking to pick up just a little bit here. We'll see if he's able to do it. And the number 919 Monster Energy Toyota. Hop on board with Josh Lambert. Going down into turn number 7. Going to use a little bit of the rumble strip. And back down into turn number 8. Guys in the chat, please let me know if y'all have any audio issues. I was messing up my audio earlier. And I think I got it all fixed, but I just want to make sure. So please let me know. Josh Lambert going to cross the start-finish line, and that will start his green flag lap. So a lot of guys still on their green flag, or just coming in their green flag laps. You're going to pick Joe to win. Good pick, I think. He's looking for a little bit more right now out of his truck back in 8th, so I'm sure he'll find it. He's a pretty good road course driver, so we'll see and watch him close. It's a very short race, only 45 laps. These guys do have one fast repair as well, if they need it. Coming off turn number 8, Max Terriot, a fast lap of 1:12.216. Let's see, can he beat it? He will not. Last lap 1:12.343. Something going on there with Joe. Not sure what that was. That's a little strange. And a lot of traffic right now, so it's hard to really focus on getting a really quick line, especially if you're faster than the guy in front of you. It's tough to do. But we'll see here as the 25 and Joe Burchett both cross the start-finish line. And I think it's actually maybe starting his lap. I don't know. 25 though. Andy Lee running in 13th right now. Coming up through the S's. Watch right here. Watch Joe. He's been having trouble up through the S's, get a little bit of aero push, especially behind somebody. He does a good job this time. We'll see if he gets to run down the back straight into the inner loop. Will he take a peek to the inside? He will not. And Andy Lee going to continue on. Going to go wide there though. And it looks like qualified. Maybe over here soon. Tim Blum jumped to the top of the board. Wow, really good lap of 1:11.319. Very solid lap for him. And it looks like he's going to pick up, I believe, what would be his second pole, I believe, of the season. No, I'm sorry, it would not actually be his first pole of the season, so congratulations to him. Looks like he's going to get that. There's still a couple guys out on track right now. DJ Anderson being one of them, currently second right now with 1:11.37.9. Ooh, gets a little loose coming out of turn number 8, and it looks like he's not going to be able to beat his best lap. Nope, he does not. About 2/10 off. Jason Wells currently in 5th. He's coming out of turn number 8. See if he could jump up. A 1:11.492 best lap. This lap, a 1:11.771. Josh Lambert 1:12.106. This lap he will, must not count his lap, may have got a little bit. Oh, he's just still out there practicing, so he's just down on his green flag lap. So Tim Blum going to be your pole sitter here tonight, and we'll see how that plays out. And what we're going to do, we're going to talk to Joe Burchett here in just a moment. He was my pick to win, so we'll bring him in and talk to him. Should be pretty cool to talk to him and see how he thinks this race could go. I know he's looking for a little bit more out of qualifying, but that's the way it happens sometimes. Sometimes you just don't have it in qualifying. And qualified is now complete. Let me make sure Tim's not in here. I'm 90% sure he's not. He is not. So, okay, we're not going to interview him. What we are going to do, pull in Joe Burchett once he takes the grid. We'll talk to the driver of the number 926 car. The reason why, by the way, you guys see the 9s in front of names is because they are rookies, and that's just part of it, I guess, with the league. They decided to put 9s in front of their names. So everybody is starting to grid now. You can see some of the trucks sitting out there. And we will talk to Joe Burchett. Hey Joe, you got me?
Yeah.
Man, you're my... Why are you so low? Hold on. Oop, hold on a second. I might have to turn you up. Are you there?
Yeah.
I can barely hear you for some reason. Talk us about tonight, man. What's it going to take for you to be able to get up front and try to keep that truck up front?
Oh, it's gonna be difficult. Wasn't expecting to qualify this far behind. So it definitely screwed up what strategy I was planning to play. So I've kind of got to decide here on this pace lap what I'm gonna do strategy-wise. Hopefully I'm gonna try to go to the front. But you know, these guys are quick. You know, I'm not surprised that there are a lot of quick, fast guys for road courses. This league has been pretty fast and pretty clean all season, so you know, it's going to be to come from 8th. It's going to take an effort.
We know that this is, you know, a fairly short race, which is a kind of good thing, I guess, when it comes to road course races. How much strategy goes into playing in these types of races, being that we know that you do have to stop for fuel at one point, though?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it takes a lot of strategy. I mean, you know, you can decide and come in early and take gas and maybe, you know, 2 tires and come way out ahead, and you're just banking on that you have a lot quicker stop than the guys behind you, and you gain a lot of time on them.
Alright, man, you're going to be starting, it looks like, in 8th place. Go up there and see if you can give these guys a run for money. I'll be up here watching.
Alright, thank you.
Take a look at our grid real fast. Tim Blum will be your pole sitter. Jason Wells in row number 3 with Trent Potter. Keith Haney, Joe Burchett in row number 4. Starting in 9th and 10th, Joshua Buckley and Eric J. Johnson. Josh Lambert will start in row number 6 and 11th. Max Terriot in 12th. Andy Lee, Richard Murdoch in row number 7. Row number 8, we got to 11 of William Long in the Toyota. Jack Walls also in the Toyota. Row number 9, Eric Talent in the Toyota once again. Leo Bordage also in the Toyota. Toyota of Kevin O'Brien, a 94, and a 59 Chevrolet of Bruce Potter. And rounding out, it is Brian Phillips, also in Chevrolet, back in row number 11. So you can see the 910, that is the white truck on your inside, the Chevrolet. He will be leading us to the green flag. It's his first pole of the season. He just picked up the win last week as well. We'll see if he can do it here again tonight. Should be a very good race. 45 laps, so this race will not take long at all. As we work through the carousel down to the Cup straightaway is what they call it, over the little tunnel that they have. Now into turn number 7. Get ready to go green. Being led by the Porsche pace car here tonight. Off turn number 8, and green flag is about to wave. Green flag in the air. We are officially green flag here at Watkins. Glen. Watch for this start as we go high above in our blimp cam. This is going to get a little crazy. Joe Burchett already putting bumper to someone. We're 3 wide already into some of these turn number 1. Up through the S's they go. Tim Blum leading them up the hill, followed by James Skelton, DJ Anderson. You can see the trucks behind them really piled up. Riding on board now with Jason Wells, who is side by side for 4th place. To the bus stop, everybody going to get through clean. Oh, that's a little wide there. And that was a close one. Jack Wall side by side in the number 83. He is side by side with Kevin O'Brien as we exit the carousel. Not going to be able to pick a spot, back at 18th spot right now. Looking around the track, seeing where our closest battle is. Joe Burchett taking a peek to the inside on the number 17 truck. Now the front stretch here, and lap 1 will be complete. Joe's still battling. He will take that spot away. Meanwhile, right behind him, the 33 of Eric Johnson, Josh Lambert battling for the 10th position, and it looks like 33 Johnson going to be able to take it before they get to the S's, and up the hill they go. Right here is one of the worst parts on the track, and I'll show you why as we ride on board with Brian Phillips coming up the hill. You can't see nothing. If there's a wreck in front of you, it can go very bad. Through the carousel, Andy Lee in the number 25 truck trying to run down Josh Lambert in the 919. Also Max Terriot right behind him in the 13th position. Pretty much single file throughout the entire field now. Not really nobody passing yet. You really got to pick where you want to pass. You got to set up passing zones. But mainly there's only about 3 passing zones that I can think of. Well, we'll call it 4 passing zones. Turn 1 you can use as a passing zone if you can get to the inside quick enough. There's not really none in the bus stop. The carousel would be one right after the bus stop, and then turn 7 and turn 8. So that is your 4 passing zones. Jason Wells right now up in 3rd, DJ Anderson behind him, followed by Cameron Hearn, Keith Haney, Joe Burchett, Trent Potter, Joshua Buckley, and Eric Johnson, your top 10. Tim Blum still out front right now. As the leaders work by your screen, see a good shot here. Watch the brakes light up on the 967. Camera heard it. He's going down in turn 1. Pretty cool shots from around the track as these guys are staying green right now. Not really no issues. We did have 2 cars pull off the track. Anthony and Kello, who did complete 1 lap, it looks like. Bruce Potter also was off track and was on pit road for 2 minutes. So some little issues there. Still 22 drivers right now on the lead lap. Just to let everybody know, sometimes we have problems if there is a wreck. Sometimes we cannot see it sometimes because of the program we're using don't tell us exactly who it is and when it happens. Battle for 8th. Joshua Buckley right there behind him in the 2 truck. Right behind the 17, who Joshua's going to have a good run coming out of turn number 8. See Joshua in that black truck looking a peek to the outside. Going to be tough to complete the pass there. Not going to be able to do it. He's going to try crossover into turn 1. We'll see how this works up through the S's. Who's going to lift? Looks like the 17. Trent Potter's going to let him have it for now. We work up the hill. Joe Rachette moves into 6th place after passing Cameron Hearn. Sets his sights try to on Keith Haney. Go back to 14th. Richard Murdoch into 01, trying to run down Max Terriot into 42. We go high above in a blimp as they cross the start-finish line now. Mentioned that these guys do have 1 fast repair, so I'm sure some guys will take it. I've seen a couple of damage. Looks like the 25. Andy Lee may have some damage on his truck. It's hard to see from this angle, but you can see it right there. Pretty good damage on the front end of the 25, so he may take his fast repair. Keith Haney trying to put a pass on DJ Anderson, looking to the inside and through the bus stop. Not going to be able to take that spot. Joe Burchett looks on, riding on board with the 926. You can see the 87 right in front of him. Keith Haney already got 1 win on the season at Daytona. Working on the back of DJ Anderson as we come to the carousel. Joe getting a little bit of the grass there. Going to be okay. Going into turn number 7. It looks like that this battle has calmed down for now. And into turn number 8. Good passing zones right here. You're not going to see guys get no curb on the inside. You will see them rub it like they just did coming out. Gets with the rumble strip. Talked to Joe a little bit earlier. He said that the truck's a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? Temperamental when it comes to hitting the rumble strips here, and he don't know if it's the setup or what it is. He said, but don't really like hitting the rumble strip. You see him getting a little bit there through the S's, but he said he's not a big fan of hitting it in his truck for some reason. He also noticed that the splitter was dragging just a little bit in some of the corners, especially with the downforce on the nose, so you can really see it hit the ground coming through like turn 8, I believe it was, and turn 1. It really rubs the ground pretty good. Back up front, James Skelton trying to run down Tim Blum. These two are the fastest on the track at the moment. James Skelton comes in here currently back in 5th in points. Don't have a win yet. Does have a pole. We got a pole back at New Hampshire. DJ Anderson may lose this spot to Joe Burchett. And also, you see that 967. Joe taking that spot away, but Cameron Hearn got a little wide coming out through that turn. Here's the number 5, Eric Talent, back in 17, trying to run down Jack Walls. The last time by, Jack, actually a really good lap last time by for Jack, of a 1:14.591. The fastest car last time by on the track was 3rd place driver Jason Wells. It was about 3 seconds back from our top guys. Good battle here for 4th place. Joe Burchett, Keith Haney still working on each other. Joe backing up his corner just a little bit that time by in turn 8. Good shot there, as you can see the trucks coming off the corner. See Joe's brakes getting a little warm entering turn 1. Not real bad, but he goes a little wide there. We'll see. Oh, there goes the 919 or the 967. Cameron Hearn went to the wall. As we get a replay of this. Have just a second to go behind DJ Anderson. Wheel spin coming out, and he kind of did a smart thing just by hitting the passenger side. Don't look like he's got a ton of damage. He probably will use a fast repair, but he did lose a lot of spots. Fell back to 11th after that. Alright guys, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back in time for pit stops here in just a moment. See y'all on the other side.
We're the stronger than we look type, the braver than you think type, the type that knows the time will come when we put type 1 behind us. We're the progress is inevitable type, the hopeful for a cure type, the type that will stop at nothing until type 1 becomes type none.
Back here for the Red Light Racing Series on the TRN Network, Trackside Racing Network. Watkins Glen 110 as Joe Burchett pulls in on pit road. I just seen him, so strategy's being played now. Out front, Still leading, Tim Blum in the number 9-10 car. And a little interesting to see Joe actually coming on pit road this early. A couple other guys better stop. Cameron Hearn, we've seen him stop. He did have that damage. So, and Leo Bourdage actually just exited pit road as well. So there's going to be some strategies being played by a couple of these guys already. Right now, pretty much not a whole lot going on. Richard Murdoch trying to work on 12th right now. William Long, you can see him in the number 11 Sony truck. Love that paint scheme, by the way. I want to ask a trivia question as we jump up and look at the battle up in front of a lot of trucks coming through the S's. Question is, we'll ask a pretty simple one here. Who has the most laps led at Watkins Glen? Most laps led at Watkins Glen. I think it's a pretty solid and easy question. Looking at Max Terriot in the number 42. He's working on the 919 of Josh Lambert. Paul Souza right now in the 30 truck. Cameron Hearn back on pit road. Not sure what that's about, but he is back on pit road. These guys up front are putting a blistering pace on right now. 1:12.328 last time by. It's very fast. And honestly, it wasn't the fastest last time. Keith Haney was actually the fastest. Pit stops being made. Jason Wells on pit road. It's scheduled. So we are seeing scheduled green flag pit stops starting to happen here. Jason now in his pit box. Make sure he didn't have no damage. He does not. So this is definitely scheduled for the 64 truck. He's going to take 4 tires. Joe Burchett also taking 4 tires on his. I did not mention Eric Talent on pit road. Battle's still heating up front. They've been like this since the drop of the green flag. James Skelton, Tim Blum. I'm going to be honest. I think a lot of these guys that's in the top 10 of points don't want to see 10 or don't want to see James get the win. And James Skelton coming down pit road as Tim continues to lead here. Bunch of guys on pit road now. James Skelton just exited pit road. It looks like Trent Potter is on pit road. 64 goes wide. Going to give that spot up. Smart move there. Guys, don't forget, we'll be live tomorrow night for the Dynasty Racing League. We'll be live at Dover at 9:55 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow is my birthday, by the way. So hopefully they'll put on a good show for that. That'd be awesome. Tim Blum, Keith Haney. The leaders are on pit road now. And we'll see if Joshua Buckley comes as well. He's going to come. So is Eric Johnson. DJ Anderson going to stay out. See, I'm a little impressed. I'm a little curious about DJ staying out here. You guys noticed something, and DJ willing to stay out and keep pushing for now. If he can't make the lap 20, guys, these guys are going to have to pit one more time. So far out there on the most is 16 laps right now. So we got a bunch of pit stops happening right now. Kyle Souza, I want to mention, took 2 tires. Could definitely a strategy call there. Watching DJ Anderson right now. Coming down pit road. Andy Lee, will he come down pit road? Also, guys, I want to mention right now on the Facebook Trackside Racing Network, we got a live look at what it looks like to broadcast here. Pretty cool stuff, I think. Some people might find it cool anyway. Just in case, I'm going to clean my camera though. But yeah, right now, looks like Jack Walls on pit road, Andy Lee exited pit. So Tim Blum going to take back over the lead. James Skelton still working on the back end of him right now as we work lap number 17 so far in the race through the S's they go. Let's go a little bit further back in the field. It looks like we got some more passing being done. By the way, after Joe Burchett's pit stop, he actually came out in the 4th position. Him and Jason Wells both really fast after they pitted a little bit earlier than everybody, so really smart call so far. We know they're going to have to pit one more time. Everybody will. It also looks Joshua Butler is on pit road. He's down and away. 13.7 second stop on him. And he's actually stopped at the end of pit road. Something must have happened. And now he's down and away, so that's kind of weird. Anyway, jump back to Eric Johnson. Here's Andy Lee now, working on William Long in the 11. You also see behind him Richard Murdoch trying to get a run up on William as well. Up to the S. It's going to be very tough to pass here, as that is not really a great opportunity to pass, but we're going to see how he does here going into the bus stop or inner loop. They get through it really nice. Looks like that 11 may have got through a little bit. Actually, 25 got through it really well. So I asked you guys a few moments ago, who has the most laps led here at Watkins, Glen? And it was a pretty easy question, I think. Hello, John. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you back in here. So the correct answer is Jeff Gordon has the most laps led here at Watkins, Glen. Looking around right now, not many battles really happening. Eric Johnson may be the closest one with with Joshua Buckley, who's up in 6th place. Something's going on up here. What happened? Battle actually pretty tight here. Looks like our top 5 all on the same straightaway right now. As we work through turn 1. Let's check out Max Terriot's brakes here as he goes down into turn 1. Just to see if they light up red as well. Yep, there they go. Started back in 12th, up to 10th. And it looks like we had a change for the lead. Tim Blum gets around, or James Shelton gets around Tim Blum for 1st place. So James Shelton takes the lead here, does not have a win on the season just yet. Looking at the stats, he is 5th in the standings, or I believe. 5th in the standings, he has 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s. No poles as of yet that I see. No, he does not. So yeah, doing a good job right now hanging out front and trying to drive away from the driver of the 910 truck. What's going to be interesting is pit calls, and will some of these guys have to pit? We know Joe Burchett pitted on 16 laps in. We're on lap now number 21. He is 9 laps in on this run, so we'll have to wait and see how he does once he comes to pit road. He may have to save a little bit here during this long run. We'll wait and see. Speaking of a couple cars, Brian Phillips, first one a lap down. Leo Bourdage, Andy Lee now a lap down as well. He was on pit road for an extended amount of time. Not sure what happened there. And Joshua Butler being shown 2 laps down as well in the number 99 truck. So he comes up to the S's. So right now we got 4 cars out on the track. That is a lap down. You can see here the 64. Jason Wells about to pass the 99. We also see the 907 there as well. Leo Bourdage. Alright guys, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And this will be our final break of the race. So yeah, be right back.
We're the stronger than we look type. The braver than you think type. The type that knows the time will come when we put type 1 behind us. We're the progress is inevitable type. The hopeful for a cure type. The type that will stop at nothing until type 1 becomes type none.
here again for the Red Light Racing Series, Watkins Glen 110. This is race number 5, as you see out in front right now. James Skelton leading the way to cross the start-finish line. Currently has just about 4 laps led so far. Take a look here. 6 laps led now. Real fast look. Here's our race summary. So far, 3 lead changes and 21 laps remain. So pretty good race so far, all in all. Eric Johnson back in 7th, trying to work up to the 2 of Joshua Buckley. Joshua having a good run, currently showing in 6th place. See the distance there as they work into the inner loop. And through turn number 8, it looks like Eric actually gets a little bit better in turn number 8. Up to the S's, nothing really changing there. Back up front, Tim Blum just lost second to Keith Haney. Did not see that pass happen. And yeah, Tim actually falling back a little bit. We know that he won last week. Currently running in 3rd now. Keith actually won back at Daytona. Joe Burchett on pit road. You know, man, I don't know if he can make it. I'll be honest. We are now, how many laps away? 19 laps away. The furthest I've seen anybody go is 17, I think. So he's going to probably have to do a little bit of saving here on this field run. Just don't quite know if he'll have enough to make it or not. We'll have to wait and see. As pit stops are officially getting underway. Joe Burchett that time only taking 2 tires. Could be a smart move. Definitely not surprised to see him gamble here to see if he can do anything with that. Comes out in 9th place after the pit stop. Max Terriot right on him. Eric Johnson still battling Joshua Buckley. Let's go a little bit further back in the field. Trent Potter now still working on the 11 car for 11th spot. He's looking to the inside here, going into the inner loop. This is a tough place to pass. We'll see what happens. Looks like Williams going to give him room, to give him plenty of space to get through the bus stop. So smart move there by William, maybe to come back to help him later on. Want to mention right now, we got multiple cars that have already pitted. Richard Murdoch, Eric Talent already has been on pit road. Now we only have what seems to be 14 cars on the lead lap, about to be 13, as Jack Walls not very far from one lap down to this guy, James Skelton, right behind him. Started back in 3rd, currently leading the way. I would absolutely love to watch these cars run the boot. I agree. I want to, if NASCAR wants to add more road courses to the race, let them run the boot at Watkins Glen. Because, I mean, this place is so fast. In just a regular part of the track. I mean, you can really see it. Really does resemble like a intermediate track, the speeds that they carry here. Looks like Josh Lambert is on pit road. Now that will be enough to get him to the finish. Trent Potter also now on pit road. Mentioned Josh Lambert already on pit road as well. He's going to take 4 tires. Looks like Trent Potter may have had trouble on his box. Wait and see. Keith Haney has ran down James Skelton for the lead, now 2/10. And right behind him, you can see that third place truck, Tim Blum, coming right behind them, not very far at all. Jason Wells on pit road. So I'm looking right now, since Joe Burchett pitted so early, there's a chance he could come out first, depending on what happens with these pit stops between James and Keith and Tim. If they take no tires, I don't know if he'll be able to get it, but it's going to be very close to see how that happens, and if they could go that long, or if he could go that long. He's still got 15 more laps to go, and Joe already got 3 laps on his tires. I just don't know if you can go 18 laps on a set of tires, a set of fuel. Here comes the 87, around the 86. Keith Haney will take the lead. James Skelton, Tim Blum on pit road. See where all this plays out at. Joshua Buckley coming through turn number 7 and 8. Followed by Eric Johnson right behind him in the 33. Will they come to pit road? They will. Here comes the 2. Eric Johnson staying out. DJ Anderson, another one of them guys. Let's see what he does. He's liable to come to pit road. And he will. The 94 will block him. Oh, no. Wow, that was very not good for the 51. Really had to give up a lot of time. The 94 of Kevin O'Brien went around getting on pit road. See what happened here to him. Oh, locked up the brake. Oh, and unfortunately, right in front of the 51, who almost got him, had to give up a little bit of time there. That was a good job and heads-up play by him, because that could have been bad. So Joe Burchett does move in front of James Skelton, who is still on pit road. He's down and away now. It'll be tough. I don't know. Don't know if he'll have enough fuel or not. If all said and done, Keith Haney is on pit road now. We'll see where all this plays out. It could turn the lead over to Joe Burchett. It looks like Eric Johnson also on pit road. Joe's going to have to save about a lap of gas for this to work. Or maybe about a half a lap. There's your new leader. Joe Burchett takes it away. Now he's got to make it a few more laps. 14 more laps he has to go. He's got 5 laps already in, so that's 19 laps he's got to go. Nobody else in here has done that tonight. The most I've seen is, I think it was, what, 16, 17? I will make sure of that. Make sure of this for sure. First pit stop was on lap 15, and then they just pitted again on lap 28. And I don't know. I really don't know if he can do it or not. We'll wait and see. We just gotta keep watching and see. as Joe works through turn number 7. Keith Haney also was able to get back in front of James Skelton again, so that's a big for him as well. As Tim Blum is actually breathing down the back of the 86. So things start to slowly tighten up in the first top, or the top 5 anyway. Five seconds right now, the distance between Joe Burchett and Keith Haney. We know Joe's very capable of winning, but the question is going to be whether or not he will have the fuel to make it. He's going to have to save about a half of lap, I would guess, without giving up the lead. Eric Johnson working on Josh Buckley. This is battle for the 6th position. Here comes Eric looking to the inside. Not going to be able to get there. You can see the rubber starting to lay down as well. That's pretty neat. As we work lap number 34 of the scheduled 45. And looks like Eric going to take another peek. We'll see if he's able to get it. Not just yet, as he is still too far. Joshua's going to run a little wide here. We'll see if that allows the 33 to catch up a little bit up to the S's. Don't look like it. Looks like Josh actually running the paint scheme barbecue pit boys on the back of that truck. The gap has shrunk quite a bit for Joe. He's actually could be saving a little bit. About a half a second last time by. So he could be saving just a little bit here. Still, his laps are pretty solid. Joe Burchett driving a Swamp Dust seasoning truck. Check them out, swampdust.com. Pretty cool stuff. You can actually say that you've seen his truck on his broadcast, and you get a discount code or a discount on it. And it's already pretty cheap, so it's really cool stuff. Once again, Keith Haney faster by a second last time by over Joe. So Joe doing everything he can, I think, to save just a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to be enough or not. He's going to have to be fighting Keith here probably soon. Keith really got in a rhythm late in this race. I don't know where he really came from. He started back in 7th. He really came on strong towards the later part of this race. Oh, he's going to go around. No, what a save by the 87. That was almost very bad. We hop on board and let's listen. Seen him work the wheel just a little bit. It wasn't as bad as what it seemed, but I promise during the when he's driving, I say it's pretty bad. 10 laps to go. Joe Burchett has to make it 10 more laps around, which would be 18 or 19 laps on that set. We do have more drivers on pit road, and that was the Richard Murdoch in the 01. Now, he actually went about 16 or 17 laps, I believe, in the 01. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't exactly know if that's 100% accurate either when the last time they pitted. Joe does use the app. I know that. The sim racing, not sim racing app, so he uses that as well. But there's another app he uses. I forgot. It's a really good app that shows exactly how much gas and stuff you need. So we'll see if it's accurate tonight. As he's got a 4.3 second lead right now over Keith. It has shrunk a little bit. He was faster last time by. Joe actually ran one of his fastest laps last time by, which if he's saving, he's not doing too much saving. He may have to come back down. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if he can stay out and win this thing. He's going to have to go quite a bit more laps as he puts to lap 30. That's Kyle Souza 1 lap down. We now have 11 cars on the lead lap. Thought I heard a car wrecking. I did. The 83 is off the track. And who is that? I don't know who it was actually. Eric Talent on pit road. It was Jack Walls that went off. Wow. There you go, and into the wall. Jack actually did pit, but it looks like he only took no tires last time he pitted. Jack coming in here, tied for, actually, is he tied? Let me make sure. He's 8th in points. He is not tied at the moment. And he's going to give up that spot as well, so the 17 goes around him. That was not for a position, by the way. 17's running 11th of Trent Potter. Gap closed by over a second last time by for Joe Burchett. Gap now to 3.6 seconds. Here's your distance on the top 5 between them and the leader. I don't know. I don't know if he'll have enough or not, to be honest. Alright guys, we're going to step away for our final break. We'll be right back here on the TRN network. Yeah, be right back, guys. Yes. Back here at Watkins Glen, Joe Burchett bringing the truck down to pit road, so that will end his chance at winning this. And that's going to turn the lead over to Keith Haney. Joe tried everything good to do to save it. Looks like it wasn't enough. We'll see where he comes out at here towards the end. Everybody else should have enough to make it, I do believe. Keith Haney looking for win number 2. He's got a big gap between him and second place. Make that a 5-second gap between him and second place. Came in here, started in 7th place, looking at a huge win. I'm going to be honest, did not think Keith would actually be able to come in here and get the win. And right now he's looking strong enough to do so. And I mentioned Joe Burchett. He actually did come out pretty solid still. He came out still in 5th place, so he's still at a really good finish. We'll have to wait and see. Jason Wells may have to pit. There's still that chance he could have to pit. So we'll wait and see. Some of these guys are still very close to see if they can make it. '51 DJ Anderson right now, running in 8th. DJ, last year's champion, does have a win on this season as well. Trent Potter, Max Terriot battling for top 10 or 9th, should I say. Watch these guys get ready to work down into turn number 1. Guys, once again, we'll be live tomorrow for the Dynasty Racing League from Dover, the Dover 200. 200 laps around that place. Should be a fun race. Last time we seen Dover last weekend was with these guys in the Cup car. Only one caution for them. Very fun race last week. And also, you all seen the JDRF commercial, Juvenile Diabetes Research. We have raised a little bit of money for them, but we're still asking for just a little bit more. You all can check that out in the description. Please share that and all that stuff. The more the better. Tim Blum led a lot of this race. 17 laps he led out of the 45. Coming to 4 to go, running in 3rd. Don't know if he's going to have enough to make it or not. We'll just have to wait and see. To get back up front, should I say. He's got enough gas, I think. Oh, I see somebody coming down pit road. I apologize. I was looking. Jason Wells rebounding pretty strong here in the 64. He started back in 5th, up to 4th, so he's looking at a 1-spot gain, which is pretty big and really good for him. Also, guys, the broadcast list for this week: Go Fast Racing League on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday, Michigan. Friday, we go to Mid-Ohio, and Saturday, Mid-Ohio. And the K&N and then Xfinity car, of course, I mentioned yesterday as well. Or tomorrow as well, for the Dynasty Racing League at Dover. And that's our broadcast schedule for the rest of the week. Not too bad of a schedule, actually. A lot of road racing, though. 3 road races we're broadcasting this week, after just broadcasting 2 the other night. Or 3 the other night, sorry. Trent Potter going to be taking a peek on Max Terriot. See the damage the 42's got. 2 laps to go for Keith Haney. These guys should have enough fuel to make it to the end, unless they didn't put enough in. That would be my only guess. We know Keith has enough, 100% sure on that. Jason Wells, what happened to him? Oh, there he is. He actually blinked out for a second on my screen. I thought something happened. Once again, we'll interview everybody we can that is in Team Speed. That includes, hopefully, our winner, if he does win it. Keith Haney, which I don't see him. We'll have to wait and see if he is in here. James Skelton, I know, is in here, and have to wait and see where all this shakes up at. White flag going to be in the air this time, and Keith Haney is looking for victory number 2 here in the Red Light Racing Series, Scrambler Series, should I say. As we work through turn number 1, he has really no pressure behind him, a 2-second gap. Battle is going to be for second, though, between James Skelton and Tim Blum. As Tim closes in, Andy Lee's going to be there as well as the lap car. And there's also another lap car in front of him. Looks like DJ Anderson, I believe. No, it was not DJ Anderson, I lied. Through the inner loop. Back up front, though. Keith Haney looking to get his second victory of the season. Through turn 7, he's going to see turn 8 one more time. Driving off turn 8, and we'll see. Keith Haney will win. Coming to the checkered flag at Watkins Glen. Second win on the season. Looks like James Skelton will finish in second place. Tim Blum will finish in third. But here's your winner, Keith Haney. Jason Wells finishes in fourth. Joe Burchett, fifth. Eric Johnson, Joshua Buckley in seventh. DJ Anderson, Max Terriot, and Trent Potter. And we will talk to whoever we can get in here. Hopefully Keith is in here as well. Don't know if he is. I don't even know if Tim's in here. Let's see who all we got. There's the 87. Burn it out. Oh, he just wrecked. Oh, he goes on the boot. Alright, so we'll talk to James Skelton, who is in here. We'll go ahead and pull him in first and talk to him. Hey, James, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, you finished in second place, even though it showed you first because Tim went off, or whoever it was, the secondary. Keith went off course the secondary. Anyway, talk us through your night, man. That was a fun race to watch. You had a little bit of struggle. I know you led 12 laps. Is there anything you could have done a little bit different pit strategy-wise to get up there and try to take the win away?
No, I don't think so. Keith is just so good on the road courses. I was glad to see that he started a little bit further back, but second place, that was a good race, and I thought getting around Tim, I could battle for the win, but Keith is just too strong.
Now, you don't have a win yet this season. Sorry to mention that. This is the fifth race, but you was tied, or you can probably stay in fifth as well. Is there any pressure right now put on you to try to make this chase right now? I mean, you're doing so well each and every week, and the points are looking good. But right now, do you currently have any pressure with that, trying to make it to the chase?
It's kind of hard to hear you. There's a lot of chatter on the main radio, but I don't think I really have to have a win. I think I'm leading the points without a win. So as long as I can just stay consistent for these next 3 or 4 races, I think I should be pretty good. Phoenix is a real strong track for me. Bristol, I'm kind of a mix on, and Kansas, I'm decent, but I think I should be fine.
Man, anybody want to give a shout out to? That was a good run and second place.
Yeah, I think. I had some friends watching. Mike, I think my dad might have caught a little bit. So if they're watching, thank y'all for watching, and thanks for the broadcast again. It's awesome.
Oh, no problem, man. That was fun to watch. You're always up front, and go out there and see if you can get them here next week.
10-4. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Man. That was second place, James Skelton. Trying to see if we got our first place, Keith Haney, or second place Tim Blum in here. I don't think we do. So we'll take a look. I know, guys, his results are going to show a little bit different. Keith Haney is the winner. It's showing up because he got DQ for going off track. So everybody is one spot backwards. So James Skelton will be second. Tim Blum third. Jason Wells fourth. Joe Burchett finishes in top 5 and 5th. Eric Johnson finishes in 6th. Joshua Buckley 7th. DJ Anderson finishes in 8th. Max Terriot 9th. Trent Porter in 10th. There we go. There's some more. Remember, everybody is one spot back where they actually show. Keith Haney is not even actually on that list, so he actually is our winner. Alright, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. Let me make sure that we do not have any of our winners in here. So, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, once again, for the Dynasty Racing League Dover 200. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Have a great night, and I hope everybody enjoyed the race because that was a fun one to watch. Flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. Once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day